Hello, everybody, and welcome to FireStarTarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you guys can tell from the title, we are going to be doing a collective reading, right? This is going to be messages from ancestors. I was just pulled and guided to do this reading. I will also be giving you guys your zodiac reading starting off today, okay, you guys? So yeah, just remember, you guys, energy is very fluid here on my channel. This is live streaming also to you guys. If you caught this live, you'll know because there'll be a red live button in the top left-hand corner. My chats are open if you guys want to chat. I will not be taking personal questions, you guys. If you want personal questions answered, that will be a personal reading. My email is in the description on Facebook up above and YouTube down below. Just send me an email and be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like a price list, and I'll send it over to you, okay? And then we can go from there. Other than that, you guys, no extended to this reading. This is just messages from ancestors. So remember, energy is fluid. If I'm speaking of a person, because masculine and feminine in the readings are just energy, I will be specific if it is a person, okay, you guys? With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading, all right? So I have already pre-shuffled and set intentions as well as prayed off of camera. I am going to be pulling messages from Spirit, and then we will dive in and just start clarifying and see what's going on, okay? When I was shuffling and setting my intentions, a few cards did pop out. A lot of cards signifying change, okay? A lot of death, rebirth, transition, change. And a lot of emotional cards we're seeing, okay? So this is telling me there's a lot of emotional change, and I have a feeling this message has a lot to do with the emotional changes taking place, okay? First off, we do have the Priestess card. Beautiful energy, very similar to the High Priestess in any normal tarot deck. I am combining these two decks, you guys. This is the Work Your Light and the Starseed Oracle, if you're interested. I have provided all the names to all the tarot decks within my reach down below and up above, you guys, okay? So yeah, High Priestess energy. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, so we'll find out what's going on there. Like I said, I'll be clarifying all of these cards, you guys, and since it is live, I don't edit. It is what it is. Shit's real here on my channel. I do curse. If you don't like cursing, hey, go ahead and exit stage left. I also keep it very, very real here on my channel. I will not tell you what you want to hear. I will tell you anything that I see, anything that I am, anything that I am drawn to speak on, I will speak on, and I will be 100% real with you, okay? So let's go ahead and finish this off, Spirit. Any more messages, please? Actually, we need 3 more messages, Spirit. 3 more messages, please. Ancestors, messages, please. We have, you're already doing it. What are you guys doing, huh, collective? Let's get a few more cards, Spirit, please. 2 more cards. Too many cards, okay? Baby steps. I'm not going to put them on the table. It's too many cards, but I will take them into consideration. Trust your intuition. Be empathic, right? Understand these emotions. Lots of emotions, energy, right? Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you energy. Okay? Spirit, a few more messages, please. Two more messages, Spirit. Sorry, you guys. I know it's always a little bit lengthy, but again, I take jumpers. I don't pull cards, okay? Spirit, 2 more messages, please. Ancestors, 2 more spirits. 2 more messages, please. Ancestors, show me the messages you have for my collective, please. 2 more cards. Two more cards for the collective, Spirit. Changed my background up a little bit, you guys. I have this weird energy in me where I don't like to be like everybody else. And so when I started seeing more people using the white background with the lights, I switched it real quick. I apologize, you guys. So my channel will change a lot, all right? Spirit, 2 ancestors, 2 more messages, please. We also have forge, don't follow. Interesting. I was just speaking on that personally, right? 1 more, Spirit. 1 more, ancestors. 1 more message, please. One more message, please. Ancestors among me. 1 more. Interesting. I'm feeling a lot of hesitation here. So maybe you guys have just been in an energy of being real hesitant with everything, not knowing what to really do. Lost lands. Yeah, very interesting. You've done this before. I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of intuitive hits here. So let's see what's going on, all right? Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. I feel like, honestly, this energy is a very strong energy, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. It's not very clear to me, so we're going to see what's going on, okay? Let's start tapping into this with the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck, okay? We're going to clarify, break down, see what's going on each of these cards, and then I'll clarify even deeper with the Hermetic deck, the Island Time Wellness deck. You guys know how I do this, all right? So let's see what's going on with this Priestess energy, okay? Let's see why our ancestors are wanting us to step up and what it is that they're wanting us to step up to. Spirit, why is the Priestess energy here? Ancestors, why is our Priestess here? What are we being stepped up? What are we being called to step up to, Spirit? Ancestors, show me what I need to see. Again, the energy is just really weird. Spirit, ancestors, show me what I need to see, please, when it comes to what we are being called to do. Why is this Priestess here? Again, all these cards indicate intuition, right? Trusting. What are you being called to do? Soul gifts, empathic, right? This is all very, very, very interesting energy because it's about stop thinking about it and doing things, right? It's about stop being in our egos and start taking action. Spirit, why is the Priestess here? What are we being What are we being called to step up to, Spirit? Ancestors among me, show me what I need to see. Three of Wands energy in a conflicting, in the sideways position, conflicting, okay? Outer influence, afraid to take a leap of faith to a new beginning. It's a conflicting energy. Spirit's just, starting the energy off by saying, look, okay, we're being stepped up, right? We're being called to step up to something here. But at the same time, we're not trusting our intuition. We're not trusting the energy. And so we're conflicting our 3D bodies and our 5D self here. Five of Pentacles. And again, this has to do with emotional changes. Remember what I was telling you. So again, this energy with the Five of Pentacles is being really focused on someone walking away, or someone possibly walking away, or someone who has walked away. Okay, so again, this is that outer influence, really having a hard time in which path to take here. So clearly this is the blocking the blocking energy, right? We also have the Four of Pentacles, right, in reverse. Not really manifesting things that are grounded, not manifesting things that are stable, not manifesting things that are consistent, right? There's this hit or miss energy here pertaining to the Lovers. There's the emotional change right there. Okay, now the Lovers is in the upright, so this is about the union that you want, the union you dream of, the union that could be taking place here. Energetically, 3D is a different story, okay? We also have the Nine of Pentacles, the things you want to manifest. So what this is telling me is that Spirit and ancestors, big emphasis on ancestors here. You have to understand my spirit guides give me guidance, so I speak to my spirits as well. But again, it's this energy of being back and forth on staying where you're at or taking a new beginning, right? It's this decision. It's being called to go somewhere and not go, right? So there's this energy of in past tense energy or in current energy, not getting over the fact that some things walked away from you. You can put people, places, and things. Each of you guys, again, here on my channel, different strokes for different folks, okay? But again, it's just that energy of focusing on something you don't have, period. And because there's that outer perception of being focused outward, it's being left out in the cold in here, right? So there's that yearning for home because you're not happy within. And again, the Four of Pentacles energy is not manifesting the things that you want, not manifesting this union, not manifesting the Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfillment when it comes to the things you desire, right? The cars, the house, the money, the relationship, the traditions, the values, the concept of life in the 3D, okay? We're going to clarify more in detail. I want to go ahead and just clarify a little bit more with this. Yeah, sorry. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, not manifesting. So I just want to make sure what the energy was at before I started clarifying more in detail. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, having that mental clarity, right? So I feel very strongly, and of course this isn't without clarifying in detail yet, but it's just this energy of you guys collectively understanding that our ancestors are crying out for us to make a decision. I feel like a lot of us have been very stagnant collectively. Yes, clearly some things are happening in our universe that will change our emotions more and less, depending on where you're at in the scale. But so there's going to be a lot of things that go on, but at the same time, a lot of things being achieved here. And so this is that energy kicking off this reading with our ancestors telling us, hey, look, it's about making a decision, right? Stop being on this, should I make a new decision when it comes to a new path, or should I stay where I'm at, okay? And so there's a huge emphasis on changes happening when it comes to this union, when it comes to the things that you want, okay? But again, this is being very clear, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify just a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next card, okay? I do want to clarify clearly a few things here. You know, I'm not going to really sit here and focus on the, you know, the concept of whoever walked away or whatever walked away or what thing walked away from you, whether it's a job, and literally just, especially with everything happening in our world, you know, just everybody losing a lot of assets, a lot of money, you know, a lot of people have lost their jobs here, so it could be that too. And emotionally, it's gotten the worst of you. So this can apply to situations, not just relationships, okay? But it's feeling like the foundation, the very existence of your core has been destroyed, okay? So this is where you need to make the decision. Spirit saying, make the decision to create your Nine of Pentacles, figure it out, get creative, get out of this funk, right? It's time to step up, okay? This is exactly what they're saying. You know, you have to find that union within you here. Strong energy of finding that union within individual self here, okay? But let's clarify here the breaking down of these foundations. Thank you, Spirit. Conflicting energy, the Empress. There you go. So this can be for self, okay, and this can be for counterpart. Depends on where you're at and who is your Empress, or if you are trying to possess the Empress energy. Remember, here on my channel, it is about the polar opposites. It is about both. Again, my channel is all about perception, okay? So this energy is understanding that it's conflicting you, whether it's you being the Empress to someone, being the Empress to yourself, or having the Empress in your life, or if this person is your Empress. I think you get what I'm saying, okay? But it's in a conflicting energy. It's in a sideways energy. So the fact that there's a lack of confidence within self, a lack of understanding how we are, understanding how the four elements of life apply to us and how to use them as a tool. It's this energy of not knowing any of this, not knowing where you're at religiously, spiritually, just kind of wandering lost here with this energy with the Empress in reverse. So therefore, if you are unsettled on the inside, your relationship dynamics around you are going to be in the same energy, okay? Meaning, if you feel like you're not a counterpart for yourself, you're not gonna have a counterpart in 3D. It's just not how it works, okay? Let's clarify a little bit more here. I wasn't even clarifying like that. All right, there we go. Another conflicting energy, Nine of Wands, Lord of Great Strength, okay? So because there's this lack of confidence within self, because there's this lack of understanding within self, there's definitely this battling energy of, am I weak or am I strong, okay? What else is breaking the foundations? Eight of Pentacles in reverse, not evaluating things, or when you're evaluating things in your head on the opposite end, it's seeing everything as a failure instead of as trying to see the most positive situation or the most positive thing to gain, right? So it's just looking at things and being uncomfortable with the things or the decisions made, the mistakes, the choices, the losses, and it's feeling like everything you've done here has been for nothing, okay? So this is why your foundation has crumbled, okay? This is where your core has crumbled at. So again, when we get into shadow readings, clearly this will come out, okay? Spirit, let's go ahead and take a look, and ancestors, let's go ahead and take a look at what it is that we as a collective are supposed to be manifesting, okay? In specific, when it comes to the lovers and the not being able to manifest this union, because remember, it takes the union within to create the union without, right? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to the Nine of Pentacles, please. Hi, you guys. Hey, Ashley over on YouTube, and hey, Angela. You guys watching live on Facebook and YouTube, I am using a certain program, a certain software for my streaming. So not all the comments come through. I've noticed it on YouTube as well as Facebook, okay? So just understand if I don't see your comments, it's not because I'm intentionally skipping over them. It's just because I'm not seeing them, okay? So let's see what's going on. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse, Spirit, and the Lovers here in the upright? The Death card, not wanting to change, straight up. Collective, you're not wanting to change. You're afraid of the change. You're not being open-minded. Hierophant. I know these cards. I need to get a better camera, you guys. Eventually I will, I promise. It's just that I'm not in the financial position to. I'm trying to launch a new line, so it's been very expensive for me. So I'm just kind of really tight on funds, but I do promise in the future to get you guys a better camera so you can see these cards, okay? But the Hierophant energy, right? It's like, honestly, the only thing really holding you guys back individually, doesn't matter where you're at, right, in the union, whether it's within self or even in the 3D world, it's an energy of just really not trusting yourself, not being confident in deserving more, deserving better. It's like, you know, something inside you tells you you're not happy, but yet you continue to stay in the situation you're in because you're afraid that you're not going to find happiness anywhere else, or things aren't going to change, okay? So it's just a perspective. It's a perspective. It's honestly, that's what it is. It's seeing it from not the inside looking out, but the outside looking in. So therefore you look in instead of looking out to find the answers. So it's an energy of just trying to be open-minded with self. I feel like, honestly, with this energy, ancestors are really saying, look, a lot of us are so concerned about what we can do for others. And so therefore it's not that it's a possession because it's just holding on to something, but it's just an energy of not being open-minded with self, right? Being very open-minded with others, but not being open-minded with self. So there's a lot of stagnation, okay? So let's go ahead and move into, you know what, let me clarify just a little bit deeper when it comes to this union with love. I feel like this really answered, you know, the whole manifesting. If you want to manifest, collective, you know, ancestors are saying the only way to manifest is to be confident, to be open-minded with yourself here, okay? Because again, I feel like the only conflicting energy with this is that collectively we are not being open-minded again, therefore we're not changing, right? We're being closed-minded to self, right? But I do want to find out why the Lover's card is here in the upright, Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment, okay? When it comes to this emotional change, it's like you're afraid to take a leap of faith, collective. And remember, if you're going to take a leap of faith, take a leap of faith for self first so that you could fully understand what it is that you need and crave. And I say this a lot in my readings, especially when the Ten of Cups comes out, you know, the Nine of Cups, any of these Two of Cups, Six of Cups energies that talk about union and self, the Lover's card, right? Major Arcana, huge energy here, huge energy surrounding this emotional change. It's understanding that you have to give yourself this first, and you have to understand what this is for you first before you can encounter with another. Not saying that you can't encounter with others, but what I'm saying is that if you don't have control over this, you are not going to have an even exchange, and you're going to be all over the place when it comes to connections, and you'll keep repeating the same patterns, okay? But it's this energy of fully understanding that the union has to take place with inside, right? You have to be balanced when it comes to your emotions, but you also have to think about your emotions here. Because if you want this Ten of Cups, you have to have this Ten of Cups for self. Like, you have to be able to fulfill your own needs first. So this is really what that energy is saying. And it is telling you that, look, you need to go towards what, you know, what you're being called to do, what makes you happy, what you yearn for, what emotionally entices you, what emotionally has you wanting more. Not in an addictive way, but in a emotionally balanced and logical balancing act, right? Spirit, let's get one more card, please, for the Lovers. Why else is the Lovers coming through? The Ace of Cups, yeah, the power of love, right? And I talk about this in all my readings, okay? Ace of Cups, power of love. The power of love is loving yourself and loving others, respecting yourself and respecting others. And the way it works is the energy is the energy. You can still have negative people around you, but you'll still be able to possess that self-love where negative energy won't affect you. It won't knock you off your balancing, right? It won't knock you off your scale, all right? So bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, manifesting, right? Manifesting everything it is that you want in the 3D realm, okay? So Spirit's telling you, ancestors are telling us, right, that we can manifest the things we want, but it starts within. It starts with self, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next card. Actually, you know what? Let's clarify with Island Time Wellness just one last time. Let's do like that double check off, okay? Spirit, overall clarification for what it is that we are being called to do. Spirit, overall clarification, ancestors, the runner, addiction, right? So yeah, I do feel like, honestly, regardless of the situation and regardless of where you're at, because this is going to pertain to a lot of situations where someone has ran from someone, again, because of the energy of the Three of Wands, right? Not being able to know, do you walk away or do you stay in this energy, right? Do you hold on to something or do you walk away? You know, it's that going through the pain to understand the journey of self, okay? So this is saying that for a lot of you guys collectively, it has been a codependent type of behavior. There has been a lot of addictions in past tense. So it's not saying that another connection or this connection or whoever it is that's on your mind or whoever it is that you're seeking tarot about, it's not saying that things can't form with you and that person. What this is saying is that in past tense energy, regardless if it was you or your counterpart, there has been addiction, there has been codependency, there have been mistakes in the past that Spirit's telling you, look, go towards what you're being called to, right? Because it's a testing, right? It's testing you. If this person's ready, you're going to be able to feel if they're ready. If they're not ready, you're going to know. But this is why it's important you follow you and you follow what makes you happy first. Because if you're not happy first and you don't have this power of love, again, what's going to happen is you're going to exchange that energy and someone's going to take all of your love because you don't have love for yourself. You guys, y'all seen my readings. It's a very consistent energy, okay? So this is what's, your ancestors are really encouraging you to think about is the addictions within so that you don't repeat those same mistakes, okay? But it's still the energy of, look, you've addressed them. You know what they are, right? You know if this person is your addiction. You know if they've ran from you, there's codependency issues. You know if you've run from someone, you've left someone codependent on you and you had your own addictions when it comes to ego or when it comes to logic, right? So again, it's going to be on, polar opposites here, okay? I was just clarifying. I want to make sure what that overall clarification was for that energy. So again, it has a lot to do with the relationships we're in, right? Creating addictive relationships. So again, learn from your mistakes, move forward, and trust your intuition from here on out. Don't doubt your intuition. Your ancestors, my ancestors, our ancestors are speaking of what we've done in past tense energy and changing our actions and now trusting ourselves. I feel like in this past tense energy, it was a lot of not trusting intuition, not fully listening to self, not fully loving self. So these experiences happen so that we can learn from them, so we can understand the fears, so that we can face them, and of course, change our actions from past tense, okay? So let's move on to you're already doing it. So I do feel like this is getting into current energy. I feel like some of you guys may have already gone through this. Some of you guys may have been going through it, have gone through it, going through it, or will be going through it. And remember, that's how energy is. It's very fluid. So it's hard to say where this energy is at with each of you guys. This is why I always encourage personal readings, especially if you're believing that this message is for you. It's important you get a personal reading so that you can clarify with a personal reading. Because these are collective readings, it's important. All the collective readings all over YouTube, you guys, they are general forecasts, okay? They are based off of energy, which is very hard to say if it is your message or not, okay? So remember that with any reader you are listening to. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Stop overthinking, collective. Ancestors are saying to stop overthinking, all right? Let's face the true north. Three of Cups. There we go. Karmic situations. Yep, the bad karma, right? The bad emotional stuff, right? Now, because it is in the upright, there's that addiction, this is that you're actually doing it. You're going through it, right? You're going through it already. So I do feel like there are a lot of karmic situations currently. It's this action of now the creation has happened from the actions of past tense, okay? So it's the ending out of cycles, hopefully the beginning of cycles, obviously the beginning of cycles, but you get what I'm saying. It's an energy of really understanding now that the things that make you happy, this Three of Cups, right? This new beginning to love, just the union, the possibilities of union, the possibility of having just great friendships and enjoying life, gatherings, celebrations, right? It's a really beautiful energy, but it's also just karmic-ish, right? We'll clarify and make sure. It's just because with this addiction energy is why I'm feeling like this is why I feel like it's been very hard to, it's like you guys are coming to the reality that a lot of the decisions that have been made is because we were almost careless in love, right? We weren't really thinking about it. We were just falling. or vice versa on the opposite end, thinking too much about love, right? It's just that we're going through the Three of Cups energy. It's appreciating pretty much everything and loving, the situations that we're in, even if we're not truly happy, okay? Let's dive a little bit deeper. Clearly, that's not enough energy to go off of, but we'll definitely see what's going on. We have the Hierophant again. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. The Hierophant has come through twice now. So the most important thing I want to say with this now is that this is kind of turned into a teacher and student kind of energy. So no matter your situation, you have to understand if you're the student, someone else is the teacher. And it's an energy of switching roles. It's being the teacher for someone who needs to be a student. So it's a mirroring energy of this energy of just us learning from one another here, or in a relationship, in a family dynamic, put yourself where you need to. So this is currently what people are going through. It's going through this almost open-minded, again, in the outer realm, right? In the third party situations, and the influences around whether it's negative or positive, because it starts out with the Three of Cups, okay? So again, this is people who you are emotionally attached to, more than just one here, okay? Again, family, friends, that energy. It's being open-minded with them here. And this is what you're currently going through. It's being open-minded with the situations around you, okay? It's understanding that you have to be the teacher sometimes, and sometimes you have to be the student, right? Sometimes you have to, it's like, for me, the Hierophant is, especially because I'm a Taurus energy here, for all of my Tauruses that are on, if there's any Tauruses on. Yep, there you go, Ashley. So hi over there on Facebook, Angela, how are you? I see you coming through. I see your comments coming through. So again, it's this energy of just, kind of exploring religion, exploring maybe all religion, exploring, spirituality. It's almost just seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom here. But I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of seeking wisdom when it comes to third-party influence, okay? And again, this can be negative or positive. It doesn't have to necessarily be one or the other, but it is including both, okay? So again, put your situations where they need to. Ancestors, what else do you have for us here? Facing the facts, facing the true north, what's really going on here? What is my collective overthinking about? So I do feel like a lot of you guys collectively are really thinking about outer influence. You're thinking about your family's opinion on things. You're thinking about a third-party situation, a karmic relationship. Maybe you're in love with someone who's in a karmic relationship. Maybe this is your family. Maybe this is your parents. Maybe this is siblings. Maybe it's just friends. But this is, again, emotions, okay? So, yeah, the Queen of Swords, not taking action, overthinking this, right? So by overthinking about things here, collective, action's not being taken, okay? So I do feel like there is an energy of really thinking about the possibilities, right? Really being open-minded to the thought of the things that can happen, right? A lot of possibilities and a lot of opportunities within the dynamics around you, physically seeing it, right? It's like you can see yourself here, you can see yourself there, like you're seeing things, and of course negative too, right? Because it's a balance, right? So just as much as you're seeing things that you want, there's also things that you don't want, right? It's like being very open-minded in that third-party outer perspective, all right? Again, emphasis on the perspective out, right? Not in. However, you're overthinking about this collective, okay? That's what's stopping you from taking action to a new passionate beginning. The 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the power of love, right? Spirit, let's get a few more cards. A few more cards. What else is the collective overthinking about? King of Swords, the counterpart taking action. Yeah, again, this is really, a lot of this is, again, just because of the emotions, it's going to be all over the place, but it's, for some of you, the emotion with self, the balancing of taking action when it comes to the way you think, battling the emotional side of you that thinks, right? For some of you guys in a relationship, it can be, a masculine energy is taking action, right? So if you're a female, it's just that, you're wanting action to happen with the situation. That's the masculine side of you wanting to take action, wanting to be driven and ambitious. But yet, for others of you, there's an emotional energy that is just not clear, not taking action because of a different, energy. So this could be somebody you're dealing with, right? This could be a child. This could be your brother, your sister, your spouse, your, whatever the situation is. It's just an energy of resistance, right? And overthinking about the resistance. It's an overthinking process when it comes to, just everything in general, right? And it's creating that stagnation. Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, not manifesting, right? Not taking actions towards manifesting. So there's a lot of overthinking, collective, and clearly it's stopping you here, okay? So let's go ahead and get one more card. What else is my collective overthinking? And then we'll move on to clarifying it a little bit more in detail, and then we'll move on to the next card. These readings do get a little lengthy, you guys. They usually are about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. It just depends on what the ancestors speak on and what Spirit says, okay? Spirit, one more card when it comes to what my collective is overthinking about. What are they overthinking about? What do they need to face? It's too many cards. I'll take them into consideration. The Eight of Cups. What did I say? Walking away from things that no longer serve you, okay? The Emperor in reverse. This counterpart, this separation, this disunion. Our ancestors see this pain. Our ancestors see that we're making the same mistakes over and over again. They see it, right? The Hermit. But this is made for reason, right? The going and looking within. We were just talking about this perspective being focused out. Here it is now, being focused in, okay? So I'm going to leave this card that way. We're going to clarify a little bit more, and we'll see what's going on, all right? Clearly, I want to find out what's going on with this, the Three of Cups. I know this isn't a love story like that. I mean, yes, it's about emotional change, so it's going to be about the pain, maybe some of the pleasure, but clearly there's happiness here within your reality of things. So let's see what's going on, right? Let's see what's going on with the third-party situations here when it comes to these emotional situations. All right, Spirit, why is the Three of Cups here? Conflicting, interesting. So remember, this is stuff you're overthinking about here. So you're really thinking about this Three of Cups. Doesn't mean that it's actually physically in the 3D, but in your mind, you are thinking about the celebration of things. You're thinking about the love, the relationships, the friendship, the family dynamic, everything being happy, blissful. But again, you're overthinking about it, okay? So the Princess of Pentacles is conflicting you. The ability to be able to actually manifest these things is conflicting you here, okay? So why is the Hierophant here, Spirit, when it comes to the overthinking process? What are they overthinking when it comes to being open-minded, when it comes to religion, spirituality? What are they overthinking about? All of it? Show me what I need to see, Spirit, for my collective, please. There's that hesitation, right? So I feel like that's that energy I was speaking on in the first layout here, right? Is that energy of just, again, being so focused on the outer perspective that nothing's really happening, right? It's being closed-minded with self, but being open-minded with others, right? Okay, the Six of Pentacles, that equal give and take, exactly, right? So that just confirms for me. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords energy can be somebody coming through too, so we're going to clarify because, like I said, Queen of Swords energy is someone who is spiteful with their words. Ten of Swords ending. Yeah, so there's an ending that took place collectively that you guys are really thinking about. This ending was very devastating, okay? It may have put a lot of you guys in a depressive state. Maybe some of you guys still in a depressive state, but it's a conflicting energy. I feel like the reason this ending has never really fully taken place is because there's this holding on to this ending, right? It's overthinking about this ending. And of course it's going to stop you from taking action because you're overthinking something instead of actually doing it, right? Instead of actually just making a decision and trying and seeing what happens. And if it doesn't work out, okay, so you lost. You do the same thing again. You make another decision and you try something different, right? Until you eventually get it right. That's how this shit works, okay? So of course, this ending, overthinking this ending in your head, maybe with this King of Swords. Spirit, why is the King of Swords here? Ancestors, why is the King of Swords here? Show me what I need to see, please. A lot of hesitation within this way of thinking. Okay, big emphasis on the way you're thinking here. Obviously, the card is overthinking, and we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. There's a disconnect with the feminine, emotional way of thinking of things, And then there's a disconnect when it comes to the someone taking action, right? I feel like whoever takes action here takes action all the time, right? And take it how you need to. There can be a negative and positive end on that, right? So in the positive state, this person takes action. Maybe they're too clingy. Maybe they don't give you space, right? Because there's negatives and positives within everything. On the negative state, maybe this person takes action, but they don't only take action with you. Maybe they take action with others too, right? Because there's always a negative and positive. So just keep that in mind, okay? But why is the King of Swords showing up for the collective? We have the Princess of Swords, an immature way of thinking. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it kind of points a little bit more to the energy of possibly someone just being able to speak. Okay. The Swords energy has a lot of energy. It's a power, okay? It's a power of thinking. It's a power of communicating. It's a power of listening. And if you fully understand this power, you can be mischievous with it on the negative end, right? You can use your words to influence others. You can, you know, what do they call it? Mind fucking, right? It's that kind of energy. It's a very, or the words, right? Being very persuasive with words and using words to an advantage, okay? Using the power of communication to an advantage. And I do feel like it was immaturely done. It wasn't intentional done here. So whether this is your masculine side of you, your egotistical side of you, battling the feminine emotional side of you, and it's like your emotions are all haywire and you're like, nope, I have no emotions, right? Or it's either the other way around, right? It's that you're in a dynamic, in a situation with a person that has taken action over and over again, but their actions have been kind of foolishly immature, right? And maybe you are not taking action because you don't feel like you should, or again, there's a lot of overthinking of this situation here, okay? Spirit, anything else when it comes to the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords? And this is a couple, I will say, right? It is a union. So again, whether this is union, thoughts of your emotions as a person or someone you're dealing with, okay? We also have the Foolish Man in reverse. Yeah, somebody not taking a leap of faith, okay? So I feel like this is a connection, a love story, all right? So let's go ahead and see a little bit more. Yeah, look, Two of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Definitely, Spirit's confirming, ancestors are confirming this is a love story here in this dynamic. So you're definitely overthinking about this disunion, this separation, this heartache, this ending. And of course, overthinking is not good, okay? So you need to face these shadows and face them for what they are. Again, this separation, this twin flame separation, a union that you feel is a twin flame separation, someone you really love, you're really focused on the pain of it, okay? Spirit, let's get an overall clarification when it comes to this union, please. What's going on with this union? Show me what I need to see with the overthinking of this union. The mask. Somebody's hiding emotions within this connection, okay? Within this connection, whoever this fits with. All right, Spirit, anything else when it comes to the overall clarification of this connection? Hand of Cards. All right, so it's all the way you're playing the game of love. I know if you don't like that love is a game, go ahead and exit my channel because love is a game, all right? And if you're not willing to play the game, you will lose every time before you even play the game, right? Because you're not even willing to play. So you're not even giving yourself an option. So it's understanding that love is a game. And I don't mean it's a game for you to take advantage and to break hearts and to use it in a negative way. But it is a game in the concept of exchanging energy. It's like playing a game of poker. Are you going to sit there and expose every move to everybody and every card you have? Or are you going to actually play the game and be logical and methodical when it comes to your moves so that you're protecting yourself, but also allowing others to participate in the game, right? To play with you. So that's this energy, right? Hiding emotions and not, it's like Spirit, ancestors are saying, take a chance, right? Take a risk when it comes to everything, okay? Whether it's what you're holding on to that you haven't fully released here with this Ten of Swords and the conflicting energy, or whether it's someone new that comes into your life or someone in the past tense that you just didn't really click with, and it be that, you know, the story's flipped, the energy's flipped. It's this energy of understanding that love is a game. You have to understand this. You have to protect your hand. You can't expose your moves, right? You have to take a risk and you have to be willing to gamble. Once you take that risk, and that would be starting off this whole energy reading with the conflicting energy of, do I take a new passionate beginning or not, right? Do I make this decision to walk away or not? Is this person my person or not? Is this my job or is it not? Doesn't matter. Whatever entices you, whatever gets you going, whatever gets you, again, feeling good, yearning, wanting, needing, desiring, fueling you, enticing you, igniting you, okay? Again, play the game right. So again, I feel like there is a lot of secrecy within this connection, right? Someone didn't express emotions right. And again, with this King of Swords energy, the Princess of Swords energy, it's a lot of just the way you're thinking. I feel like honestly, collectively, ancestors are saying you guys are overthinking about this situation, period. Okay? It's stopping you from moving forward. All right. Bottom of the bottom of the deck, we have the clock. Everything takes time. All right. So if things aren't the way you want it, that's because there's something you haven't learned. If you truly want something, you can get it if you understand fully all dynamics on a negative and positive end of what it is, what the decision is to be made, right? What it is that you want in the end game. You guys don't forget my expansion readings, the 10 steps. They're important. Check out your expansion zodiac signs. It'll help you with the steps that need to be taken from step 1 to step 10, okay? So let's go ahead and look at what's going on here with the forge, don't follow, right? Like I was saying at the beginning of this reading, you know, it was just this energy of self with my background, right? I didn't like that somebody else had kind of copied my style. So really quickly, I had to change my background. It's not that I'm like, it's not about, you know, feeling like emotional about it. It's just like this, I don't know, it's a weird quirk in me. I feel like I have to be doing my own thing different from everybody else. And if I'm not, and I'm not saying that I don't like what other people do, and I'm not saying that I don't take in from others and that others don't influence me, but I have this thing of wanting to create my own things, right? This is why I created my YouTube channel. This is why I create, you know, my bath line, my body line. It's because I like to create things. So for me, that's the energy for me. I didn't realize how it was going to come through in this reading so much. So again, forge, don't follow, be your own leader, be your own self. If you feel like you don't fit in, it's because you don't, because you are different, okay? And that is a power all on its own. Own it, incorporate it into your life, and create, right? It is a power. Creation is a power given by the creator. So this is what I'm really feeling here. Let's find out what's going on, all right? Be the leader you wish you had. What are you doing? Sorry, my cat's down here making I don't know why my Zoom just messed up so bad. Hello? Camera. Maybe if I get back, I think it's my lighting. I don't know. Jeez, Louise, what just happened? Are you guys, there it goes. I don't know what that was. I apologize, you guys. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Leader, what do you need to lead with, right? Spirit saying, be a leader, be unique, stand out, okay? Don't forge, right? Don't force yourself to fit in. Don't dim your light, right? Shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, look, you're not manifesting. This card is all about you paving a new path, right? Why? Because you're not manifesting. You're not being creative. You're not manifesting right now. You're overthinking things instead of actually creating things, okay? Spirit, why else? How do they need to lead? Show me what I need to see. So you need to take a leap of faith. Maybe not even a leap of faith. You just need to take the first step when it comes to manifesting things. Yeah. 9 of Swords energy. Change your path when it comes to this, not really getting out of this ending, still being stuck in this ending. Yes, this is an ending, right? This is a completion, but it's you still being defeated by this completion, right? These thoughts. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Not evaluating, right? Creating a lot of problems and fears. You need to change this path. Ancestors are speaking loud on this. Change your path, right? You hit a fork in the road. Yep, look, 10 of Wands. Release the burdens. I can't make this shit up. Spirit saying, look, you need to create, ancestors are saying, you need to create a new path. You need to create a new path here. You need to, instead of looking at these failures and looking at this ending as such a overthinking, tedious thought process, again, just a destruction within the way you think about these situations, the way you think about love. It has stopped you from actually creating love within you, creating love within the dynamics around you, because again, you're being complacent, you're being content in your situation you're in. Even though you're not happy, right? Or, yeah, look, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. I cannot make this shit up. Take a new path when it comes to love. Take a new path when it comes to the way you see what this love is, right? I feel like there's this energy of focusing on what used to be and trying to manifest what used to be. You can't manifest what used to be. That doesn't exist. It was what used to be. It is no longer. That can never exist again. And if it ended, do you want it to exist in that same way if you could? So it's this understanding of what this Nine of Cups is and manifest a new Nine of Cups. And I'm not saying manifest a new person. I'm not saying give up on someone you love. That's not what I'm saying. But manifest a new kind of love, because this power of love is deeper than the way you just feel for someone. You can never fully love someone if you don't love yourself, because all you do is become obsessed and controlling, and you hold on to things because there's nothing left inside for you. So that person takes all of you, okay? Even if you just exchange for 5 seconds, that person takes all of you. Somebody could bump into you and take all of your energy if you don't love yourself, if you don't protect yourself. This is that understanding of taking a new path when it comes to love. Maybe just make the decision to choose you for once, right? Start loving yourself, doing things for yourself. Buy yourself some sexy clothes, or if you're a man, start working out, right? Do something that you've always wanted to do for yourself, right? The path to self is very important. And ancestors are even speaking on it. So it's not just me. It's not just my spirit, guys. It's yours too, okay? Yeah. Four of Swords. It's the way you're thinking about these foundations, okay? You need to change the path because the way you're thinking about the foundations, the way you're thinking about the Nine of Cups, this expectation of what things should look like, that's what you need to change, right? It's looking at a different perspective and understanding that the way you're thinking about the things that you're creating is wrong, right? It's not what you're actually trying to pull in. It's what you're thinking about it, or how you're thinking about the people around you. It's how you're thinking about the things you're going to create with the people around you, right? It's not thinking about how you're going to create for yourself, how you're going to create these foundations for you, for self. So there's a lot of energy of just honestly Spirit telling you it's time. Ancestors are speaking and saying it's time. It's time to take a new path here. All right. So let's clarify just overall one more time here with this section of the read, and then we'll get on to the next spread, okay? Spirit overall, right? Ancestors overall. What is this energy? What is this new path? Show me what I need to see. Cupid's arrow, love. Very interesting, you guys. Very interesting. So clearly, Spirit's saying, look, you can have a new path at love, but you have to take that new path when it comes to love. If not, you're going to stay in that same energy of past tense love, waiting for someone to love you, right? Waiting for someone to come sweep you off your feet, waiting for someone to reach out to you, or vice versa. Trying to build the courage to speak up, right? Because there's the masks here. Trying, to take a new path when it comes to the way you think. You get what I'm saying? Just different ways of thinking about Spirit. Clarify, please. The new path. Sorry, you guys. I'm extremely tired, so my eyes look little shots, and I smoke too, some little shots. If you don't like it, exit stage left. Okay, it is what it is. Clarify, please, Spirit, the new path. Ancestors, show us the new path, please. Separation. Separation from the old, right? Separation from the past energy. It's the energy of just and still understanding that everything takes time. Still grounding energy, right? Time to heal. It's understanding that the separation, the sadness, the grief, the missing someone, the thinking about someone, the yearning for them, the energy of just sadness and separation, period, whether it's physically, emotionally, for good, at least in the 3D concept, right? It's just understanding that with this sadness, yes, it creates the very existence of fear, right? The unsure of what happens next, the unsureness of this change, right? This impactful emotional change. But it's something beautiful within the love that is found in this separation, in these moments of sadness, in these moments of despair and grief, feeling like you have no one and you have no energy to get back up and to continue on with existence. It's, again, being unsure, being uncertain, and being unclear when it comes to these emotional changes, but still getting through, right? But it's also about separating yourself. If things aren't working for you, it's separating yourself from the things that are no longer working from you. It's walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? A new way of thinking about love, a new way of thinking about what you've lost, right? Big emphasis on what you've lost here, or what you think you've lost, or what you have allowed to walk away, depending on your situation, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next card, Lost Lands. Very interesting, right? Soul memories and gifts, okay? You've done this before in a past life. You guys, I'll tell you my story of how I got my name Egypt. It is a nickname, okay? If you want to say that. Egypt is where we all come from. I don't care what nationality you are. It is the beginning of all of us. It is the existence. It is home, right? But more importantly, I'll tell you guys the story of where my name Egypt came from in another video. It's a long video, and there's reoccurring dreams that I have. So I'll tell you guys about it in another video. I'll be excited to give it to you guys in the future. So let's find out what it is that you lived in your past life. Maria, this is for everybody, my love, over there on Facebook. This is a collective reading. So if you found this reading, it is a message for you. I am almost done with this reading, probably about another 30 minutes, and I'll be done. It'll be an hour and a half long reading. When I'm done, you can always go back and rewatch it from the beginning. It's very important. These are messages from ancestors. And again, if you found the message, it's for you. Of course, if it doesn't resonate for you, it's not for you. And if you don't gain something from this message, it's not for you. You guys remember, not just Maria, but anybody here, negative energy will not be tolerated on my channel. You will be blocked and deleted. If I don't see it live, I will go back and fix it, okay? This is an expansion channel. This is a growth channel, a self-growth, right? The path to self, right? That's what it is here on my channel, right? Six of Pentacles energy in the reverse. Again, I do feel like, honestly, you've lost this, whatever this is that you've lost, starting energy, right? That outer perspective on what this is you lost. It's happened before, right? It kind of screams twin flame energy, right? Because twin flame energy is, I don't know if you guys know the twin flame journey in the correct way. Energetically speaking, the twin flame journey is one of the hardest journeys you'll ever go through. But the twin flame journey is about the expansion to self in separation, right? And we got the separation card, right? So I do see a lot of twin flame energy, but it doesn't have to be, okay? But it's just someone that you feel very close to here. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, right? Here we are still with the losing of the manifestation of new beginnings with this person, of creating foundations with this person, of, you know, there's nothing after step 3 here, right? It's like the creation, the spark happened, and then nothing happened after that. So again, there's a lot of perspective focused out on the loss of things not working with this person. You know, but that's the Six of Pentacles. There wasn't an equal give and take, right? And this has happened in past tense energy, right? So what this is saying is ancestors are confirming for me that you guys collectively, doesn't matter where you're at and if you believe in past lives or not, but even just in this lifetime, okay? If you don't believe in past lives or you don't believe in future lives, let's just talk about the lives of the cycles within our lifespan as human beings, the breath of air, right? Here in Earth, here on Earth, within our lifespan of anywhere from however long we live, right? 70, 80, 90 years old. Hopefully, God willing. This is that energy of really just, it's like you've repeated these cycles over and over again, right? Within this lifetime, right? Because we have multiple cycles within a lifetime, hundreds of cycles possibly within a lifetime, okay? So it's understanding that this is that energy. You've lost this equal give and take over and over and over again. You haven't manifested over and over and over again. There was not this equal give and take when it came to this outer influence. Things did not work out equally, or not even equally. It didn't work out, period, all right, with what it is that you've been manifesting. So this is why ancestors are speaking on this, because it's very important you change your way of thinking. You change your way of manifesting. You change your way of what you expect here, okay? What has my collective done before, ancestors? What has my collective done before? Show me what I need to see. What has my collective done before? At the very end, you guys, as long as there's not too many comments, I will go over them. Again, remember, you guys, keep in consideration, I don't see all the comments that come through, okay? Spirit, way too many cards, you guys. Way too many cards. Spirit, what has my collective done before? Show me what my collective has done before and why this card comes through. You're very, very welcome, Maria. Angela, personal questions I don't ask, my love. If you want to book a personal reading, my collective readings because they take so much energy out of me. They are my free readings. Hey, Kareen. Hey, my love. How are you? Where am I at? Angela. If you want to book a personal reading, my email's in the description box above as below. Just send me an email and I'll send you over my price list, okay? Spirit. What are these soul memories? What are the gifts? See if we can get gifts. Spirit, what are the soul memories and gifts here? Okay, it's a lot of cards, but we're going with it. Seven of Swords in reverse. Ooh, interesting, right? The way you've thought about this energy not happening, this energy leaving, right? Again, this can be a job, this can be a love. There's a lot of love here, but again, some of you guys have lost something when it comes to a job and financially lost a lot of stuff here too. So maybe you even lost a marriage, you know, strong emphasis on separation, emotions not being expressed, but ancestors seeing this, right? The ancestors saying, stop the patterns here, you know. You have these gifts to manifest. You have the gifts to manifest this person in your life if that's what you really want, right? But if you don't fully understand this energy within you, you're not going to manifest this energy, right? It's this energy of taking action and understanding that you have the ability and the power to manifest. You have the ability to take the action for self, right? And again, taking the action when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your job. You know, if you sit at home and you're wondering, is a job ever going to come to me? It's understanding that, no, you need to go get that job, right? And if you don't get that job, you keep going until you finally get the job, right? Or whatever it is, whatever it takes. Nine of Wands energy. Putting an ending, right? Again, ending and completing these burdens, the completion of these burdens, right? You have the power to be able to fight these issues off. You have the power to be able to release these burdens that you carry. You have the power to manifest, again, whatever it is that you want to, right? Four of Swords energy. You have the power to go through these energies of having your foundation broken, right? We already had the Four of Pentacles, right? Or the Four of Swords, the way you think about it. Now, this is actually, no, it was something else. I think it was the Four of Pentacles. I don't even know where it's at. The point is that this foundation, right, it was broken. But you have done this before, so you know what it is. You know that this is how it is, all right? You know it's painful. You know it hurts. You know it hurts like hell. And you know it creates these blockages. You know it creates stagnation. You know it stops you from achieving what it is that you really want, right? It's knowing this. It's completing this cycle. It's understanding it and changing, right? Yeah, when it comes to the Emperor in reverse, okay? That counterpart. Whether this is the counterpart within you or the counterpart you're dealing with. It's understanding that you've done this before with this person, okay? Again, whether it's this life over and over again or a past life, you've done this over and over again. You really have here. Spirit, anything else? Let's go through the deck one more time and then we'll clarify a little bit more in detail, right? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? All right. Let's do a little overall clarifying for this spread, and then we will pull overall energy, just like an ending energy, and see where the ancestors lead us last, right? It's just that clock card. All right, Spirit. Actually, let's clarify. I almost missed clarification here, you guys. Distraction, right? It just made so much sense, right? I felt like I didn't really need to clarify, but let's clarify a little bit here. So the Seven of Swords, what is it that you're still stuck on here, right? And why is this such a big emphasis on now, right? If it's been in a past life, right? If this is, again, this is that repeating energy of the way you think about the things that have left you or the things that are no longer within your, maybe physically in the 3D within your reach, but more the thought of it not being there, right? Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here in reverse? Show me what I need to see, please. Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? It's not allowing, it's like when the battles happen, you really get stuck in there, right? Again, it's that defeat, right? That separation, feeling it, right? Spirit, why is the King of Swords here? The Chariot, being strong, winning. You got to take the action to win, right? Even if you fail a few times, like shoot, even if you fail 100 times, you got to keep doing it, right? You got to keep trying to go for it and be triumphant here, okay? Why is the Nine of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Nine of Wands here? No, Angela, you don't have to leave. You can still, I'm telling you, you can find messages within my free readings. Check me out over on YouTube. I actually stream from YouTube, you guys. I do a whole bunch. I do 12 zodiac for your zodiac signs. I do a video every week for your zodiac sign, you guys. I also do collective readings like this. I do collective readings when it comes to the twin flame reading, twin flame journeys. I do basically anything and everything. Today I'm doing zodiac signs for the you versus them, which is anybody that's in your mind, anybody you're thinking of. We can do a side-by-side comparison, see where you're at, see your blockages, but see your person's blockages. And it's a good video for cross watchers as well, okay? But no, you don't have to go because you can't afford a reading. All of my readings are free here on YouTube and Facebook. So you guys are always welcome here. You're welcome to chat in the comments, okay? I give collective readings out for free. If you can't afford a personal reading, you guys, every time you subscribe to my channel, I don't know where I'm talking. If you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're automatically entered to win any of my giveaways. I give personal readings away for free to one lucky subscriber randomly, okay? I have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll randomly just choose one of my subscribers and announce the winner over on Instagram. So that's why I provide all of my links to my social media platforms so that you guys can follow me. Make sure you're subscribed to YouTube though, you guys, okay? Following me on Facebook is not an entry. Following me on Instagram is not an entry. It's when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? All right, so why was the Nine of Wands here, Spirit? What is the completion to these burdens, okay? Spirit, why is there completion? I feel like, honestly, that's why you're reliving these cycles over and over again until you complete your cycles here. It's like you're going to keep going over this, right? You're going to keep going through this. Yeah, the Queen of Cups energy is conflicting you, right? So what's happening here is until you complete this the right way, until you actually fully complete this and release those burdens within these situations, whether this is that masculine and feminine within energy within you or physical relationship you're going through or you want or whatever the case is, it's understanding that ancestors are saying, look, you have to be able to release these burdens. You have to be able to release all these issues that you are holding and carrying with you in every relationship or in every dynamic that you're in, because it's conflicting the amount of love that you have for yourself, thus the amount of love that you're gonna receive or even be able to give. Okay, it's a very conflicting energy. Spirit, why is the Four of Swords coming through? Conflicting energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Honestly, this good and bad fortune that happens with you, this good luck and bad luck back and forth energy, is because you guys are conflicting yourselves, right? You're creating your own bad karma here. Your ancestors are speaking very loud and very clear here. The reason there's conflictions when it comes to love, the reason there's conflictions when it comes to the good luck and the bad luck is because you're not taking action when it comes to the luck of self, right? The path of self, the love for self. So it's creating your dynamics and the outer perception of your dynamics to be maybe 1 minute happy and 1 minute not, maybe manifesting and then not completing manifestation, right? This is a lot of separation within your cycles. So if this message is for you and this separation that is in the center of this read, right? This disunion within self, this disunion within the people around you. Maybe this is happening with not only a spouse, but a friend with you. Maybe you always feel like no matter what, you just don't know what to do, right? It's this energy of feeling separated, feeling divided, okay? So that's the main part of this reading here, okay? The main energy of this reading. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. That's why you're not manifesting a solid foundation. This is why you can't manifest solid thoughts, solid emotions, solid creation, right? Solid intimacy because of these blockages in self, okay? Let's see why the Emperor is here. Why is the Emperor here in reverse? Four of Wands, not having a new passionate beginning, not creating. Yeah, so look, this overall energy, guys, let's see if we can get any more cards. Let's finish this deck out really quick, and then I'll kind of give you my overall, I guess, energy and what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. But and then we'll pull that last energy. Yeah, High Priestess. Yep, there you go. Same energy. Yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So what's important to understand here is that your ancestors, my ancestors, our ancestors are really seeing this pain that we have created, whether you're on the receiving end or the giving end of this. The point is that the scales have been unbalanced no matter which way they flip, okay? So it's just fully understanding this energy of really taking all of these things into consideration and changing the thought process, changing the way we create our foundations, the way we see the things that we have lost in the past, and how we carry these things with us and take them into the future, okay? This energy here, this finishing out energy, is a very back and forth energy, and I feel like that's because this is possible future energy, right? It's an energy of just really depending on where you're at. I will tell you that a lot of this energy is based off of the things, regardless of which way you turn, the things that weren't fulfilled when it comes to emotions, okay? And change happening. I feel it clearly. Change is going to happen with this, okay? And it's like these dynamics, ancestors are saying, we've got you, we're here for you, because in these dynamics that you're going through, in this pain, in this separation, in this heartache, in this missing and yearning of somebody, you are growing the path of self, okay? There's, look, huge confirmation with the High Priestess, okay? This is you going through these things so that you can trust your intuition and understand what your intuition is, so that you can make decisions and take action when it comes to these things, whether this is in love or in business or in just any dynamic you're dealing with, okay? Let's pull ending energy, all right, final energy. And if I need to clarify the ending energy, I will. If not, it's not a big deal. And then I will go back over all of your comments in a minute, all right? Spirit, ancestors among me, let's get ending energy, please. Ending energy. Okay, way too much, you guys. Yeah, way too many cards flipped over. All right, Spirit, ending energy, please, for my collective. The apple, risk and reward. What did I say, right? It's afraid to take that leap of faith because you're afraid of what's there, what's on the other side, right? It's not really knowing. It's like afraid to focus on self. It's afraid to actually, you know, just change the way you've thought about things or the way you've seen things. It's a fear of, you know, walking away from something because you're afraid you'll never have something as good as that again. But when you're holding on to an energy like that, you're never going to have something good again because you're holding on to a negative energy that was never good to you in the first place. Regardless if it was a job that let you go, whether it was, you know, a separation within a connection, whether this was just losing everything because of this stupid pandemic. I mean, regardless of the situation, it's understanding that you can't change it. Things have happened, but you can change the way you're thinking about it. You can change the way you're taking action, right? You can change the things that are going on in your life, right? You can't control anybody else, but you can control you to an extent, okay? Interesting, quite a few cards here. You know what? I wasn't going to take them because there's so many of them, but I'm going to take them without clarifying because they say a lot. All right, let's start with the first one. This is about understanding that everything takes time regardless. This is about rejoicing in the present time, okay? This is understanding that the bad shit that's going on, it's understanding that it's for a reason to teach you, but it's also understanding that in the present moment, it's also making you stronger. So it's understanding and seeing the negative and positive within every dynamic, every situation, every loss, every gain in this energy of just understanding that it happens for a reason. It's made for a reason, whether this is something to teach you, something to learn, something to do for others. It's understanding this present energy and rejoicing in the present energy, okay? With that being said, this is the dawn card, the light after the darkness, right? This is like the death card itself, the change, the transformation. All of these things are taking place, and ancestors want you to know that change is happening, okay? But, you know, it's understanding that there's always lightness after the dark. Sometimes things seem really depressing and really sad, and then all of a sudden something happens and something changes. I'm not saying that something bad's not going to happen again, but it's understanding that just as much as bad things happen, and maybe you feel like, you know, nothing but bad things happen to you. Maybe it's time to start looking at even the bad things as a good thing, right? It's just looking at it in a different perspective, right? Illumination. That's when the illumination takes place. Because again, you're not allowing other energy to affect you, right? And if it does affect you, it affects you from a state of looking at both perspectives on the situation, right? So you really become illuminated. You become a frequency, a positive energy, right? This self-love, this self-confidence, this self-power, right? This self-empowerment, all right? So again, that illumination. We also have the owl energy, wise seeing and wise action, right? You cannot be wise if you don't go through it, right? It's all about the experience and the established strength. The wise man doesn't just become the wise man overnight. The wise man matures and goes through hell, is on the negative end of things, is on the positive end of things. The wise man has been positive, but has also been negative, right? Has seen evil, but has also seen good. So it's an equal balance of experience that creates the wisdom, right? I really feel like here it's like, understanding that the shit you're going through is creating the experience. That experience is what creates the determination, the ambition, the need, the yearn, the desire to want better, to want more. And that's overall what this energy is, okay? It's a very strong energy of understanding what serves you, what feels right for you, and not altering your decisions based on what other people think, right? Very strong here, okay? And last but least, we have the apple, all right? This is all about the wrong things, the mistakes, the failures, the fears, the problems, the challenges, the risk that it takes to walk away from these things, right? And the risk that you're taking to go into the great abyss or the great unknown. But it's also taking that leap of faith and winning, right? Even if you lose, you gain something that is much better than staying in a position of being in sadness, separation, grief. Even if you walk away and you take that risk, right? Or you take that risk to go to someone, whatever your situation is, when you take that risk that scares the shit out of you, the reward is so much sweeter at the other side. I promise you, even if it's just self-love, understanding that fear will go down because you take that leap of faith, so you don't have that fear anymore. Then you start to see things clearly because you don't have the restraints of the perceptions around you, right? So it's understanding this energy, and it's understanding that ancestors see this. The ancestors are walking with us. They feel this energy. They see us all collectively going through it, right? Again, polar opposites. It's still the energy. The energy is what it is, okay? So let's see if we can get a little bit of overall advice, and then we will end this reading, okay? All right, Spirit. Overall advice for my collective before we go. This is just the Starman Tarot. Spirit, overall advice for my collective, please. The Emperor. Spirit, 2 more cards, please. Overall advice. Perfect. We have Justice in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Overall advice, and you can take this how you want to, but you will not have your Emperor, okay, or you will not be your Emperor, and you will not have justice, okay, or you will not create balance within situations that were unbalanced if you do not trust your intuition, okay? Spirit saying it very clearly here. Your ancestors are telling you, if you do not follow your intuition, if you do not follow what it is that you feel is right, if you do not walk the path that is chosen for you, not anybody else, if you do not trust this feeling inside, that niggling feeling, right? That feeling that's tickling your stomach. If you do not trust that feeling that tells you to stop doing something that you know you shouldn't do, if you don't stop trusting that intuition that tells you, stay home, right? Or go walk up to this person and ask them where they got that. If you don't trust this intuition, if you don't trust what it is that makes you happy, what it is that makes you feel good inside, what it is that drives you and fuels you to want your need, desire, right? You will not have your counterpart. You will not have justice in a situation. You will not have your balancing of masculine and feminine within you. You will not have your counterpart within, right? You will not have justice in your life. Things will always be unbalanced, and things will always end in an injustice if you do not trust your intuition. With that being said, you guys, that is all I have for you guys. Hopefully this helped in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully you guys got the messages. Let's see, I will get off of here. I'll take about an hour break, and I will be back on, and we will kick off the zodiac readings, the you versus them, with Aries. So today I will be doing Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Hopefully I'll get to Gemini. If I don't get to Gemini, I'll do Gemini tomorrow, and we'll get into Leo. We'll get into Libra. and probably Virgo. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right, you guys? I might even flip it up. You know what? I'm definitely doing Aries. I might alternate it, though. I'll do Aries, Taurus, and Gemini today. And then tomorrow I'm going to start with Pisces and Scorpio and Aquarius because I always finish them last. Okay, so we're gonna switch it around a little bit, make it a little bit fair for Aquarius, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay. Okay, you guys. I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff. If you guys are over on Facebook, make sure you definitely go on over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel for your chance to enter any of my giveaways. With that being said, you guys, yeah, I love you. Stay blessed. I'll see you soon, all right? Oh, wait, you know what? Let me go over the comments really quick. You guys are still on, right? All right. Let's see. All right, Ashley, I see you. Good. Trying to glow up. Good. Keep it up, Ashley. Don't do the addictions of drinking. That's the worst thing you can do. All right, Ashley, if you're still on, try to control yourself. I know it's hard. Just don't think about it too much. All right. All right. I think I kind of commented with everybody. There you go, Angela. Remember to look at everything on a negative and positive end too. Just because this message is what it is, you know, don't take action without fully looking at everything from a negative and positive end. Angela, definitely check out my playlist if you're still on, especially the expansion readings, because it'll show you the step-by-steps, what decisions need to be made and what emotions and logic needs to be looked at and how it needs to be incorporated. It's really good when it comes to making decisions and changing cycles in your life. So it can help you to the relationship you're in just as much as it can help you to change the way you've been doing things in the past, so that in the future you don't make what people call mistakes, right? The same mistakes again. Okay. To me, I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in things always having opportunities, even the things that people think are mistakes. Okay. There's always opportunities within everything. Again, it's just the way you look at it. Okay. Libra, Sun, Taurus, Rising. What's up, Powda? How are you? If you're still on. All right, you guys. I think that's. Is there a chance in someone really giving me a chance at love? Yes, Angela, but you have to love yourself, my love. You know, no one's gonna love you more than you love yourself. No one. And I will tell you, if you don't love yourself, like I said, you know, people won't be able to love you fully because you don't even love yourself. So it's like, how can you love someone that doesn't really love themselves? You tend to, you know, feel like they're a burden, right? A burden to carry around, because ultimately it's that energy of never making them happy because they don't love themselves. So it's that energy of fully loving yourself, so that no matter what, nobody picks up on that energy from you, but more importantly, so that you're happy no matter what, right? The path to self is one of the most hardest paths to come across, but it is needed, right? And I feel like as a collective, if we understood these, you know, these steps and this process at a sooner time in life, but everything happens for a reason. So it is what it is. But of course, we are supposed to be changing our past mistakes, as you guys call them, or the past opportunities, past possibilities, and create new ones. Okay. All right, you guys. So, hey, look, Proud is still on. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm getting them done, right? Busy. But so I'm going to go ahead and end that video, you guys. Like I said, I have to set up and get ready for the Aries video. Again, we're going to get to Aries, Taurus, and Gemini today. And then, like I said, tomorrow we're going to do Scorpio, Pisces, and Aquarius. And then we'll finish off the rest of the zodiac signs. Also, too, I have some other just collective readings we're going to be doing. I want to do a singles reading for all my singles out there. I want to try to get that singles reading in this week for you guys. If not, it'll be over the weekend. It just kind of depends on my schedule and how fast this week goes. Let me tell you, I've got a graduation in South Texas to go to. I'm busy this week, so I got to try to fit everything in. Okay, you guys? All right, I love you. Stay blessed, blessed be, and I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for participating in this video and hanging out with me and listening to these messages from ancestors. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully you found the messages and they find you